Hey guys, welcome back to Days of Danny. I'm your host Danny, and today I will be spilling the latest tea. Okay. There is like a big chance that the Pussycat dolls are going to be reunited, and I am so excited. So by the sounds of the water, it sounds like Nicole Scherzinger, will be the lead singer of the Pussycat dolls, is probably making music right now with them as we speak. So all our favorites will be back. So I mean, it says that Nicole Scherzinger approved, like she verified this, but I could not find any like interview or like, magazine, like anything that she actually said that it's true. But according to the creator of the Pussycat Dolls, which her name is Robin, which she actually made the group back in 1995 as like a burlesque show, and then she did the Pussycat Dolls in 2004, I believe, and now they want to do like a 2020 tour with new music and a bunch of stuff. This came to me as a surprise because of all the drama that went down with the Pussycat Dolls, like Nicole only having like a manager within the whole group, so it was like she was one artist and then the other girls were other artists, and it was just weird because a lot of girls have came forward and talked about like the abuse of like not being in the spotlight, their mental health and blah blah blah. So it's funny that they're all gonna come back together. I hope so because I really love them, but I'm like, y'all talked all this stuff and now you guys are gonna go back. Okay. And I do feel bad because Nicole Scherzinger, I feel like she could have done so much for herself as a solo artist, and she was signed for a label and she was gonna bring out her album. Her name is Nicole back in 2007. Her label in Terrascope, which was the same label that was Lady Gaga on. So I feel like they paid more attention to Gaga rather than Nicole Scherzinger's solo project. But that project was worth like 1.5 million. She was even gonna have a song with Sting. So, whoa. And a lot of the songs are on YouTube that we're supposed to make the cut, but she doesn't even have like a solo album out. She just has a bunch of singles, and those singles are okay, but she's doing fine. She's doing The Masked Singer, she's done The X Factor, she's done this other stuff, and she's amazing, and she's still one of my favorite artists. So now Shakira and J-Lo are doing the Super Bowl halftime show, and I'm also excited about that because compared to last year, Justin Timberlake did not, in my ears, he did not, or in my eyes. I don't know, the two latest ones, what was it, Maroon 5? Like, I wasn't here for it, and I'm like, ugh. A lot of amazing people have done the Super Bowl. My favorites are Madonna, Beyonce, Gaga, Janet Jackson's. I loved it, regardless of whatever. But I've never really seen a Latina do it besides, what's her name? Gloria Estefan. Yeah, she did it, but it was like years back, and she did okay. The Super Bowl takes place, obviously, next year in Florida. The day exactly is February 2nd. So, it's not too far from now. So I'm just excited for what they're going to cook up together. Excuse me. The good thing about doing what I do sometimes is like, you have to do your research really good, and you have to like find out, well, at least I do. I find out like a bunch of like official sites, confirmation from the artists and stuff. So I have like a bunch of stuff out here in where I'm filming, and I just read hold on, López, award-winning singer. She doesn't have any Grammys, so I just thought that was funny that they like try to say that. No, she doesn't have any Grammys, just for your verification. But you don't have to have a Grammy to be a winner. A lot of Grammy-winning artists, they don't even, some are not even relevant anymore. So if you don't have a Grammy, that doesn't mean you're not talented. That doesn't mean you're not winning. For example, Mariah Carey in 1985, she was nominated for a bunch of Grammys that year. Daydream, her album, which at that time went diamond, which only two of her albums have done that, which is not Dream Lover, Music Box, and Daydream. So she didn't even get any Grammys for that. So it's like, I don't know what they base it off. They base it off of. They don't ask the people to vote, so it's just maybe like a bunch of executives. You know, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Speak of the Grammys again. On September 24th, they announced, the nominees for, to win the Grammy. Alejandro Sanz is one of the top nominated ones, along with Rosalia. Alejandro Sanz has 8 nominations, and Rosalia, she has 5. So one thing that was not mentioned was a lot of reggaeton artists. So I guess they don't have like a reggaeton category. They did nominate, the only one was Daddy Yankee for urban, infusion, something like that was the category. But they left out Maluma, J Balvin, De La Ghetto, a bunch of artists. And, they're upset because they're like, oh, this and that. Like, they're just going on their Twitter, like, they have this picture of the Grammy and, like, with the, do not enter sign thing, saying without reggaeton, there's no Grammys. And Maluma went out on Instagram and he was basically saying, oh, I worked on my album 1111 so much, and, like, I'm not gonna get a Grammy. Like, he was just being a crybaby about it, honestly. Like I said, you don't need a Grammy to validate your work. Obviously, you're making your coins. There's a Billboard Awards, which is the ones that actually really matter, because those are the charts that they look at. Yeah, girl, why y'all mad? I mean, I do understand, but reggaeton, I don't know. I'm not really into reggaeton. Sorry about it. But reggaeton is really something that's really popping right now. Like, it's everywhere, like, in Latin music. Like, there's no denying that the genre is very popular, especially nowadays. Like, that's all you hear. So, yeah, I might not like reggaeton, but a lot of people love reggaeton, and they infuse reggaeton with other genres. So it's like, it's this big pot of everything, every genre. So I don't know, maybe they should just cancel the Grammys, honestly. No one cares about them. I don't care about them. I will watch them because, I just want to see who wins. But the Grammys, again, nobody knows how they choose the winners. Like, it doesn't matter, girl. Just get your coins, Would you be mad if you didn't get a Grammy? I don't know. Yeah. So I just watched the new Shane video. It was like an hour long. It's called The Beautiful Life of Jeffree Star. And I watched it. It didn't even feel like an hour. It felt like 30 minutes, just because when you put Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star together and, like, you mix both of them up, and it's like amazing. And yeah, it's really cool. And I didn't know, like, all the controversy that Jeffree Star has gone through the years. I thought it was just like the Kat Von D and then the racist thing and all this stuff. Honestly, Jeffree Star is cool. I like him. So, people say something sometimes and they just, as long as you apologize for it, I feel like if you apologize and you're truly sorry, then you should get a second chance. Yeah, at first I was like, Jeffree Star is so weird. But I did used to listen to his music, the one that says, fuck me, I'm a celebrity. Featuring Nicki Minaj before she was famous, before she quit music. So she quit music and then she came back. So it was like, that story, I'm not even gonna mention it, but now I did, so whatever. So she's back. She has like a song out with some rapper, or she's featured in a rapper song. I'm just like, girl, just do your music. You can't just stop making music just because Cardi B, Lizzo, all these girls are out there. Oh my gosh, sorry, I forgot to add this story to my list. Apparently, The longest running song in for a female rapper is by Iggy featuring Charlie XCX. The I'm so fancy, that one. So apparently, Iggy on her profile pic of Twitter, she put Camila and oh my gosh, what's his name? What's his name? Oh my gosh. Shawn Mendes. Yes, Shawn Mendes. And put like a stream Señorita, whatever the song's name is. I really like it. But yeah, so she's basically trying to sabotage and take her off the top spot because Lizzo right now is currently like the top. She's been at number one for, I believe it's 4 weeks, and the longest running song has been 5 weeks. So Iggy's like trying to like be shady and do that. And then the worst thing is like when people are being shady, you just don't care about the shade because you're supposed to be bigger than that, bigger than the shade, bigger than whatever people are saying about you. But Lizzo, she like claps back and like says, "Oh, I'm like so grateful to be like on top, like with Charlie XCX, is what's the feature on Iggy's Azalea song." So she's being petty too. So I'm like, why y'all being petty to each other? You guys are both women. Lizzo, you know, she praises about like, oh, women power, everybody love each other, rainbows and butterflies and unicorns. And I'm like, so is this the real Lizzo? That one that's right now on Twitter like trolling right alongside with Iggy Azalea? Iggy Azalea, she's been a bitch and she's always gonna be a bitch. But at least she shows it. She's not like, oh, I'm like this cute little unicorn. No, she's like, I'm that bitch. And I appreciate that for people being who they are. So I just thought that story was interesting and I forgot to put it on. I don't know why. But here I am giving you the tea. Anything that I can remember? No.